It's an honor to welcome you and to help open the inaugural Challenge Conference of the Harvard Center for Green Buildings and Cities. The global scope of this center is as energizing as is its extraordinary promise.
The center has brought together for today's gathering an outstanding group of scholars and practitioners from Harvard and beyond to establish a fruitful relationship of built environments and natural environments that is truly sustainable.
That means that it is not just to do with the metrics of energy reduction. It's actually to do with the transformations that will happen in the quality of life.
The center has a big aim: to transform the building industry through commitment to design-centric strategy that directly links research outcomes to the development of new processes, systems, products. This conference is the first of a series of annual challenge conferences that will allow us to take the lead in driving this conversation forward with researchers, scholars, and practitioners from Harvard and around the world.
It costs 4 times more to expand the city than to consolidate a city. We need to have policies not that are efficient, but effective.
Buildings can be conceived not just as structures, but actually as malleable strategies that could allow for fine-grained, almost organic development at a scale that allows for sustainable materials.
It's not just the new buildings, but the existing buildings. I'm so proud that you're moving into an existing structure and modifying it already to make it positive energy. And for us, that represents 97 to 99% of our building stock in this country. And it's extremely important that we understand how we can leverage that building stock, because it has value way beyond its square footage.
And by taking the inequity of energy, where the rich have it and the poor don't, you then put the poor on equal footing with you, and then they will make the right choices in the future and actually save you.
So instead of saying that the center is the center, and the center is going to do all of this itself, but rather that it's a conversation. That means that an integrated design process, who is involved with the design and when they're involved, is completely different now than it was 10 years ago.
This issue of sustainability is really fundamentally reassessing our relationship to nature. And this is a bigger societal, cultural question that's going to go over several generations.
And I think each of you have brought a new definition of aesthetics and of humanism to the table.
And I think that's one of the great challenges that this center has. How to make this part of the DNA of the people's lives.
We really understand the formation of the Center for Green Buildings and Cities as something that is part of a bigger project.
It's my hope that the Center for Green Buildings and Cities can concentrate its resources to establish projects that rethink conventions of design practice and fundamentally shift the way humans use energy in the long term. Our agenda is indeed ambitious, but it must be if we are going to meet the challenges that are inherent in transforming the relationship of the built environment and the natural environment in the next few decades. So thank you so much for being here, and thank you for your support of our mission.